Hello everybody and welcome back to another trip report. Today I'm here at the very special Olympic Dam Airport here in South Australia. It's in the middle of nowhere, right in the centre of South Australia, and there's a whole lot of interesting planes that fly here, including this Fokker 100 in front of me. Unfortunately I won't be flying this plane today, but I'll be flying an even better plane. And also, Olympic Dam Airport has received a minor upgrade since the last time a lot of photos were taken, because they used to be really tiny, like just a little shed, and now it's a tiny bit bigger. Anyways, let's go and check in. Well, here we are. This is the check-in area here at Olympic Dam Airport. There is actually security here, which I wasn't necessarily expecting. Also, I highly suggest you bring some snacks if you think you might get hungry, because I don't think there's any cafes here. Anyways, straight up, here's the Airlines check-in. There's no other airline that flies in here, so let's go and check in. Check-in now complete. The check-in staff were absolutely amazing, so helpful, so lovely. So I've managed to get myself seat 3F. Anyways, let's go through security. Okay, now through security. This is the pretty small departure gate here. Yeah, the security staff, all the staff here seem pretty friendly. They do seem to have quite strict rules regarding masks and filming, so just got to be a little bit careful with that. But yeah, anyways, I'm super excited for today's flight. The Fokker 50 is just an amazing aircraft and so rare. The only other airline that flies them is Java Airways in Kenya. But my flight is that one there, QQ3211 to Adelaide. You can't really see much out the window though. Also, there are some power outlets if necessary, which is very handy. And it's nice and cool in here too, which is good, considering it's about 30 degrees outside and it will heat up to 40. Although you can't see it, in fact I'm not even sure if it's there because I can't see it on the radar because there's no signal around, or there's no satellite signal available around here. Our plane for today is a VH-FKZ, which is a 1993 built Fokker 27-50, which is pretty much always shortened to the Fokker 50 and was later more formally converted to that, but I believe it was originally called the Fokker 27 Friendship-50. And it was delivered to Fokker Services and was flown with them for a couple years, and then in 1995 went to Formosa Airlines in China, then was transferred to Mandarin Airlines. In fact, here's the plane. So it was transferred to Mandarin Airlines before coming to Alliance Airlines. Yeah, and this plane came to Alliance in 2007. It has been with them ever since, for the most part, running this route. For the last 5 years it has been doing pretty much just this route and a few charters. Anyways, should be boarding in about 10 minutes. Now time to board and hopefully get a nice nice pic of the plane, but I've got to be careful filming. Hi.
Hi.
Thank you. Here's the beauty itself. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Just to your left at the window.
Thank you very much. My seat for today is 3F on the left side of the aircraft. Which has a spectacular view of the propeller.
Hello, Captain Guy Martin and your entire crew. This is our first crossing over on board your Airline flight to Adelaide. Our flight time today is 1 hour and 16 minutes. As you're settling in, I'll be moving through the cabin to ensure that your cabin baggage is securely stowed. Is there an overhead locker? I'll push down the seat in front of you. So passengers in row 1, cabin baggage must be placed in the overhead locker.
Now that we're on board this amazing aircraft, let's go through the seat features of the Airlines Fokker 50. So excited to be on this plane. Also, it does smell a little bit funny. I think it's a cleaning product of some sort, sorry. Okay, so just here, the seat appears to just automatically recline. I'm not sure why that's the case, or if it's meant to be that way, but yeah. And just here we have the tray table, which you can pull out. It looks old, but the plane's 28 years old. It's in a fixed position and it is sizable. And legroom on here is pretty good. It's above average and probably between 81 and 84 centimetres or 33 inches. And yeah, there's individual air vents up here which are necessary on a hot day. And then there's these very old-fashioned looking overhead thing here. There's no headrest, and that's fine. The seat's quite comfy. But that's really about it for the seat features of this aircraft, other than the seat pocket here, which has a safety card and a sick bag. Honestly, it's not the flashiest of aircraft, but I don't really mind because it just feels so amazing to finally be on board a Fokker 50 aircraft. Also, the Fokker 50, as I mentioned earlier, it was originally the Fokker 27-50, and the Fokker 27 is the Fokker Friendship. Now, the only thing that's different with this plane is it might be slightly longer, and the engines are a bit different, but otherwise it's pretty much a Fokker Friendship.
Your full attention, so please hold your devices and carefully watch myself in front of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, government regulations prohibit smoking on all flights. Smoking on the aircraft is a fire hazard and a smoke detector has been fitted in the toilet. Your seatbelt must now be firmly fastened. Tighten by pulling this strap, and to release, simply lift the clasp on the buckle. Seat belts must be fastened whenever the seatbelt sign is illuminated. There are 4 clearly marked emergency exits on this aircraft. In the forward cabin, there is one on the left and one on the right. At the rear of the cabin, there is also one on the left and one on the right. Ceiling mounted and floor level strip lighting will illuminate in the event of an emergency. If required, a life jacket is located under your seat. Remove it from its container and slip it over your head. Pass this tape around your waist and clip the buckle closed. Pull the tape until it fits firmly. Your life jacket must not be inflated until outside the aircraft. Require all passengers to comply with all crew instructions and illuminated information signs. Thank you for your attention, and once again, welcome aboard.
Heading towards today's flight, should you require an additional reading light, there is one located in the panel above you.
Now taxiing to the runway. Also, this airplane is surprisingly quiet. I think it's a lot more quiet than both the Qantas Dash 8s and the Rex Sub 340s. Now that we're actually in the air, I would compare the noise level of this aircraft probably to the Rex Sub 340. It's not any quieter, but I don't think it's any noisier. I don't really mind about the smell or anything like that. It's just a piece of aviation history. So I really love flying on planes like this. I feel very lucky to be flying on one of the 3 remaining Fokker 50s in the world. Seatbelt sign has now been switched off. Also, the noise in here is, look, it's loud, but could just be me because I love flying on this plane. But it's not too bad, and it's quite bearable because one thing that I do find annoying about the Sub 340 is that the engine, the noise level of the engine goes up and down, whereas here it's pretty stable. It's been a pretty smooth flight so far, a few minor bumps, but considering the amount of wind that there has been around South Australia recently, it's pretty good. Also, there is a lavatory on board, which is nice, but considering this plane only does 1 hour flights, I don't think it's, many people would actually use it, but it is there. Just going back here to have a quick look at some of the seats. Here's the view from row 8, pretty much just the back of the engine. Anyways, let's go have a look at the lavatory. So here we are inside the Fokker 50 lavatory. Now, I feel really grateful to be able to fly on this Fokker 50. It's so rare these days. Look at that flush button. It's actually not too bad. Like it's sort of spacious. Nothing crazy though. You can see a few signs of age. But it does smell pretty good in here actually. It smells like the soap. But yeah. just got back from the lavatory and was greeted with a stunning view out the window here. You can see the beautiful water just here, and the awesome Salt Lake scenery in the back too, and the red sand. It's been a very scenic flight so far, and such a great experience. Anyways, should be landing in around 25 to 30 minutes. We have now started our descent into Adelaide. It's been an amazing flight. The scenery has been particularly good, and overall, just the experience of being on a Fokker 50 has been amazing.
Must be holding your hands.
As you can see out there, we are nearing land once again, and the seatbelt sign has now been switched on. And you can also see out there that there are, it's hard to see with the propeller, but there's a few boats going by as well. Anyways, should be arriving shortly. Though it's like noisy and everything, I don't know if I want to land just yet. It's been an amazing experience flying on this old plane. We've now started our very scenic approach into Adelaide International Airport. I actually don't know what runway we're landing on. We might be landing on Adelaide's second smallest runway, which I've never landed on before, so I don't even know that. I didn't even think it normally handled commercial planes. Anyways, we'll soon find out. Welcome to Adelaide. We just landed on Adelaide's smallest runway, which isn't normally used.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Adelaide. For your safety and the comfort of those around you, please remain seated until the aircraft is parked and the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off.
In the background you can see a Qantas A330-200. It's recently started services from Melbourne and Sydney to Delhi in India via Adelaide, and I think right now it's continuing on to Delhi.
Please continue to maintain social distancing whilst disembarking the aircraft.
Goodbye, Fokker 50.
Thank you.
Thank you. well, there appears to be a very long tunnel here, so I may as well conclude this trip report. Well, certainly the Fokker 50 is not the most, it's not the cleanest, it's not the best plane you can fly them in terms of comfort and everything, but it certainly is an amazing piece of aviation that if you are even slightly interested in airplanes, I highly recommend trying out the Fokker 50 if you somehow have the chance, because it's just an amazing experience and it feels like you're travelling from like 20 years ago. But yeah, anyways, thanks to you all for watching this video. Also, Airlines, the service was pretty good, nothing special, but it's more the plane. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Have a great day, and I hope to see you in my next video.